Hunting for Easter eggs is always fun, right? Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 creepiest Easter eggs in video games. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at hidden jokes, areas, and other secrets from video games that kind of freaked us out. We love a good Easter egg as much as the next YouTube channel, but these ones just give us the heebie-jeebies. Number 10, the Statue of Happiness, Grand Theft Auto 4. The Grand Theft Auto series is known for its sense of humor, which can veer widely between biting social satire and, well, everything Trevor Phillips has ever said and done. We're not sure which category this one falls into, though. The fourth game in this series is set in Liberty City, a thinly veiled stand-in for New York. Grab a helicopter and head for the city's equivalent of the Statue of Liberty, and head inside to discover that it has a giant beating heart. Why? Who knows? Who says these games don't have heart? Number 9, The Witch, Payday, the Heist. Robbing a bank is a pretty tense operation as it is, or at least that's what we hear. And the last thing a bank robber needs is a zombie breathing down their neck. This level from the Heist simulation game takes place in Mercy Hospital, a location players previously explored in Left 4 Dead. There are considerably fewer zombies now, but the place isn't entirely free of the undead. If the power cuts out, peek through the window of a particular door, and you might just catch a glimpse of the Witch, a particularly spooky Left 4 Dead enemy. Just don't look at her too long. Number 8, Haunted Hitman, Hitman Contracts. He's sent to the great hereafter over the years. We wouldn't be at all surprised if Agent 47 has a pretty big parade of angry spirits following him around. And just because he's an emotionless killing machine doesn't mean that we're immune from a scare. In the mission traditions of the trade, the ghost of a man can be spotted in the gloomy halls. Naturally, 47 doesn't bat an eye at this, but it sure gave us a fright. And because there's pretty much nothing that 47 can't kill, you can even take the Spectre out with a Garrett for a quick achievement. Number 7, Jeane's Past, No More Heroes.
I'll make it short and quick.
You are my half-brother. You know that manga called Miyuki? The Japanese one? Well, it's like that. Your father abandoned my mother.
If you're playing a game by notorious Japanese developer Goichi Suda, aka Suda51, you can bet there's going to be plenty of weirdness to go around. No More Heroes is a hack-and-slash game that stars a wannabe assassin named Travis, armed with a lightsaber he bought off eBay. The game is a mostly lighthearted, if incredibly violent action romp, until you get to the climax where Travis meets his former girlfriend, Jeane. The game fast forwards through her villainous monologue so we can get to the action, but slow the scene down and you'll hear Jeane's incredibly disturbing origin story.
Knowing I had nowhere to go, he took advantage of me. Ever since I can remember, he molested me. We lived in this rotten apartment, and I was his slave. Every day I cursed his soul.
Yikes.
But to you, I bet that son of a bitch looked like a hard-working family man. That was all an act. He didn't give two shits about cleaning up my life.
Number 6, Secret Message in Music, Celeste. The idea that playing some music backward to reveal sinister hidden messages has been around since the 1960s, maybe even before. Some have even accused rock groups of hiding secret satanic messages in their music, messages that can be clearly heard when you play the album backward. This charming 2D puzzle platformer pulls the same trick, but instead of making us hail Satan, it just creeps us out and leaves us kinda depressed.
Sometimes I don't really know what's going on anymore.
Play the audio from the Mirror Temple level backward, and you'll hear a ghostly voice talking about feelings of helplessness and depression before breaking down into sobs. Now that just bums us out.
I don't know who I am.
Number 5, Hanging Luigi, Luigi's Mansion. The Super Mario games are loved for their lighthearted, family-friendly tone. With their bright colors and cartoony characters, they're just good wholesome fun. That is, unless you start looking too close, in which case, you might find something sinister. In one scene in the much-loved game starring Mario's taller, greener brother, a shadow cast on a nearby wall by a bolt of lightning appears to depict our hero hanging. Some say that this is just a graphical glitch, but we're not so sure. Given that the game is all already super spooky, that definitely freaked us out. Number 4. Jolene's Ghost, Grand Theft Auto 5. There is a lot to do in the 5th core installment of Rockstar's open-world crime fest, but if you can spare some time in between murder, mayhem, and robbery, you can do some ghost hunting. Head to the peak of Mount Gordo between 11 and midnight and look in the right direction through a scope and you'll see the ghost of a woman. She'll vanish if you approach, but head over anyway and you'll see the word Jock written on the rocks. This indicates that she's the ghost of Jolene Cranley Evans, the dead wife of Jock Cranley, a stuntman turned politician whose wife died under mysterious circumstances. Number 3. PT radio stations. Oh sweet terrifying PT, may you rest in peace, scarring digital angels forever. For those not in the know, this was a playable teaser for Silent Hills, a new Silent Hill game produced by none other than Hideo Kojima with the help from Guillermo del Toro. The game was tragically axed by the developer, but it lived on in Kojima's 5th Metal Gear game, where a radio can be found emitting the same spooky broadcast that can be heard coming out of a radio in PT.
His 6-year-old daughter had the good sense to hide in the bathroom, but reports suggest he lured her out by telling her it was just a game.
We're glad that the game gets to live on somehow, even if it's just in Easter egg form.
His 6-year-old daughter had the good sense to hide in the bathroom, but reports suggest he lured her out by telling her it was just a game.
Number 2. The Weeping Angels, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Don't look away and don't blink. Good luck.
There's not a whole lot of overlap between the worlds of The Witcher and Doctor Who. Sure, the Doctor may occasionally run into ghosts or monsters, but we can't exactly see Geralt facing down any aliens. But then again, one terrifying villain from Doctor Who seems tailor-made for the Witcher franchise, and they make a cameo in the 3rd installment. Find this quiet cemetery near Lindenvale, and you'll probably notice these angel statues. Turn away from them, and then turn back, and you'll discover that they're now facing you, just like the Weeping Angels from the show. Keep that sword handy, Geralt, cause this could get hairy. Number 1. Infinite Fun, Sonic the Hedgehog CD. Most of the entries on this list make some kind of sense. This one, on the other hand, is just plain weird. If you load up this classic Sonic the Hedgehog game, just press down, 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 left, right, A on the controller. This will take you to a sound test screen. Enter FM number 46, PCM number 12, and DA number 25, and you'll be taken to this spooky screen. Which features distorted images of Sonic himself, accompanied by unsettling boss music and some Japanese text which reads, Infinite Fun, Sega Enterprises, image by Majin when translated. We know that Majin is the nickname of landscape designer Masato Nishimura. As for the Infinite Fun, we have no idea what that means, nor do we want to. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.